Hey everybody, so right now I'm going to be filming a teenager advice video, I guess you could call it. And personally, I just wanted to film this video because I know that I have some viewers who are younger than me, and obviously I know I have viewers who are older than me. But when I was going into high school, I didn't really expect to be exposed to as much as I was exposed to, if that makes any sense. And I just wanted to go ahead and let you know a couple things that maybe will hopefully help you throughout your teenage years. And by no means am I trying to say that I know everything, because I don't, but I am turning 18 this year, so I'm almost out of my teenage years. So I just thought I would go ahead and share a couple things with you guys. So the first topic is boys, and yes, I know all of us girls, even myself, have those boy issues. And really all I want to say is, like, don't do something you don't want to do, or don't let people force you into going for the wrong person, because I know personally I've had times where like people will like me, I guess, and then we'll kind of like talk, but I don't want to go any further than talking because it just ends up that I'd rather be friends with that person. And personally, yes, I'm almost 18, but I've never had a boyfriend, and at first I was really like not ashamed of it, but embarrassed to tell people like, oh, I've never had a boyfriend. But honestly, in the end, I don't regret it, because I know so many of my friends now are like, I wish I was like you and I wish I waited. And I'm not trying to say that, oh, you have to wait to date. Like, if you like somebody, yeah, go ahead, but just know boundaries and have your limits and stick to them. Like, don't let a person you're going for try to like manipulate you into doing something that you don't want to do, because honestly, you just need to stay true to yourself. Think to yourself, am I gonna regret this? You might, but if you say no, then do what feels right to you. Personally, like I said, have never had a boyfriend, and I've really only ever kissed people, but I do know people who have gone farther than that, and some of them regret it and some of them say that they don't regret it, but it's honestly just what you feel is right. Know, like I said, know your boundaries, know your limits, and just stick to them. Like, you are going to be faced with those situations that can be awkward and kind of like feel like they're like peer pressuring you. But like I said, as long as you stick to what you believe in, you will be okay. Now that it's the summertime, you'll probably be going out a lot of places, you'll be meeting a lot of people, and if you meet somebody, then all power to you, girl. Just know those boundaries. And if you don't meet somebody, I haven't met somebody personally that I really want to, you know, date or whatever like that. And if you don't meet somebody, don't try to force yourself just to go for somebody just because you feel like you need to have that significant other, because honestly, it's not true. And personally, I find that my life has a lot less drama without having, you know, like a boyfriend and whatnot. So personally, I think I am going to wait until I'm completely done with high school, and then, like, you know, maybe try to find somebody. But as for right now, I am single and I like being single. So if you're single as well, don't feel bad about yourself. It's nothing against you. It's just you haven't found the right person yet. And that's what I've told myself. And like I said, I was embarrassed at first to tell people I've never had a boyfriend and whatnot. But like I said, now a lot of them are like, I wish I was like you and waited. But if you do have a boyfriend, that is great for you as well. So moving on to our next topic. Our next topic is probably the biggest and most important topic, I guess you could say, and it's going to be something that you're exposed to a ton, and that is parties and drugs and alcohol and all of that sort of thing. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start off with parties. So personally, I go to parties, yes. Like, I go to parties. I am 17, people have parties, I go. However, I personally do not drink, and I have friends who drink, and I'm okay with it. Like, I don't hate them because they drink, or I don't look at them differently because they drink. My choice is just not to drink, and that's not because I don't want to, or I'm like a goody two-shoes or whatever people call it. It's just because of my health problems, and drinking alcohol could actually be fatal to me, which is why I choose not to drink alcohol. And I know I've had so many experiences where people are like, oh, come on, like, just drink a little bit, like it's not gonna hurt you, and like, yeah, okay, I've had like one drink, like it's out there, I've had one drink, kill me now, no I'm kidding. But anyways, yes, I have had a drink before, but I don't like, you know, drink a ton to the point where I'm on the floor puking and passing out. Like, I think that is where you need to set those limits for yourself. Once again, know your limits and set the boundaries. That is the most important thing for everything. What it feels right for you, stick to. So set those limits and stick to them. And there's going to be people who are like, drink this, drink that, oh, have a little bit more, have a little bit this. But your body will tell you when it's like, hold up, I have had enough. If you drink any more, I am going to, you know, start to make you vomit, start to make you pass out, start to make you do stupid things. So just know those limits and boundaries and you will be fine. I cannot promise you that. And just overall at parties too, sometimes like there can be other things going on that you might not feel comfortable with, such as drugs. And personally, I'm against drugs. I know people who do them. Like I said, I have friends who have done them before. Do I hate them? No, I don't hate them. That's their choice. Some of them don't care that they have done it, and some of them do regret it. So once again, people are sometimes okay with it, and then some people like regret it sometimes. So basically, all I'm trying to say is just like, know those limits, set those boundaries. Personally, my limits are, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and that's not, like I said, because I'm a goody two-shoes or, you know, I'm trying to be like the perfect teenage girl who doesn't do anything. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just, personally for me, those are my limits and those are my boundaries, and I feel like I can have fun without going out and, you know, getting drunk and doing drugs in order to have fun. Like, me and my friends can go to a party, they'll drink and whatever, I won't, and I'll still have fun, and they'll still have fun. And sometimes we go to a party and none of us drink, and it's still fun. So you don't need like alcohol or drugs in order to have fun, and never let anybody try to tell you differently. Now, like I said, if you do want to drink alcohol and whatnot, that's your decision. Just know that you need to be safe and you need to, you know, not overdo it. And I mean, there's going to be times where you might overdo it. I'm sure everybody has those times, but just don't go out every weekend and get yourself hammered, because usually it doesn't end well. Now, another thing I do want to mention is safety, 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 safety. Safety all the way. And that is just because I know a lot of people who have been in unsafe situations. I feel like I've probably been in a couple myself too. So that just goes to show that you don't have to drink or do drugs in order to be in an unsafe situation. So if you're like myself and you go to a party and let's say the party gets crashed, or, you know, the cops come, or everybody gets sent home and whatnot, just be safe. Never get in a car with somebody who's been drinking. If you've been drinking yourself, don't drive other people and don't drive yourself. Just try to find another ride. Try to, you know, get somebody's parents to drive you. Try to get your own parents to drive you. Call a taxi. Take public transport. Like, that is the best thing, because I know in my area and literally all over, there's been so many incidents of teens actually getting killed from drinking and driving, and just knowing that they could have made that choice to, you know, leave their car at the person's house or leave their car at the bar, wherever they were, and then they chose to get in the car. Honestly, it just like breaks my heart, because just one little mistake changed somebody's world so much. And honestly, go out and have fun. Just get home safely. That's all that matters. Make sure your friends are safe, but mostly, most important, make sure you are safe. And if you're ever faced with that unsafe situation feeling, I know a lot of parents today will be like, I don't care what hour of the night it is, just call me and I will come get you. And I know I have been faced with those situations as well, where I have to call up my parents and be like, yeah, so I'm kind of stuck and I don't have a drive home, and they don't mind coming to get me at all. So, you know, talk to your parents and know what your parents feel is right. Some parents are completely against drinking, but some are like, it's okay. So just know that, and just try to keep yourself out of trouble, I guess is all I'm saying. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say really I just wanted to film this video just to kind of let you know that literally everybody in the world, everybody who's a teenager is gonna have those times where you're kind of gonna be peer pressured into do something you don't want to do. You're gonna have times where you feel uncomfortable. You're gonna have times where, you know, you're gonna feel unsafe, and you're gonna have times where you're exposed to things that maybe you don't want to be exposed to. And I'm not trying to sit here and say like, oh, you're a bad person if you go out and drink and do drugs. It's just not the choice I choose to make, and I completely respect the fact that we all have different opinions and different choices. Like I said, nobody else's opinion and choices should affect you. So it's really just all about respect and knowing those limits and boundaries. So I think that is all I actually have to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any other like advice questions you would like me to answer or anything, please leave them down below. I really like filming these videos and sharing my experiences and stuff, and a lot of you guys seem to like them as well. So if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, leave any requests down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everybody.